morning, St. James. Hi, I'm Miss Julie, and I'm here to tell the children's Bible story. And today, I'm joined by
Appleface Joe.
Appleface. Welcome, Appleface. So, we are continuing from last week's story, and we're telling the story of Saul, who was sometimes called Paul. Saul Paul. So, Saul Paul didn't like people talking about Jesus, and he had gotten permission to throw them in jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Come with me. You're going to jail. I don't like this Jesus talk. And he was walking to Damascus, and all of a sudden, super bright light sent by, if you remember last week's story, white squirrel Jesus, right? Saul, why are you persecuting me, right? And then when Saul finished talking to God, he was dun dun dun.
Hey, I'm blind.
He was blind. He also looked really cool, Saul Paul. So Saul is blind.
Mice.
Kind of like if you wear apples on your face, you'll also be blind. And
Do you want me to take my eyes out?
Sure. Ta-da! Oh, let me put them back. So Saul went to, his friends led him to Damascus, and he sat. And remember we said he didn't eat any snacks for 3 days? He didn't eat or drink anything for 3 days, and he just sat because he'd had this experience, right? And he was waiting. God told him to sit and wait. And when God blinds you and tells you to sit and wait, you best believe that's what he was going to do, was sit and wait. What's going on? Okay? So while he was sitting and waiting, a man named Ananias had a vision and heard God talking to him. And that's when, here, will you come be Ananias? Thank you. And this is what God said to Ananias. Can everybody see Ananias?
Blind mice.
There we go. So, Ananias says,
Yes, Lord.
there we go. The Lord said to him, "Go to the house of Judas on Straight Street and ask for a man from Tarsus named Saul, for he is praying. In a vision he has seen a man named Ananias, the stellar stash, come and place his hands on him to restore his sight." Now, Ananias is a little nervous. He doesn't look it right now, but he's a little nervous because everybody knows Saul from Tarsus is the one throwing all the Christians in jail. And he was kind of like, Lord, this is scary because what if he tries to throw me in jail? And the Lord is like, nope, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go do it. And so Ananias is like, okay. And so Saul is praying, and Ananias comes and lays hands on him. He picked a stuffed animal with no hands. Okay, and sat next to him and leaned his head on his shoulder and prayed. And all of a sudden, what happened? What happened after Ananias laid hands on him and prayed? Or laid his shoulder on him?
Hey.
He can see. He can see. Now, Ananias is still probably a little nervous, but he had faith. He trusted God, even though he didn't know how it was going to end up. He trusted God. And Saul was like, hey, I love Jesus now, and I've been praying, and I want to tell people about Jesus. And Ananias is like,
Yay.
okay. Yeah.
Yay.
And so then they start telling people about Jesus. Well, the people and some of the rulers in Damascus get really mad. And they're like, we got to find this Saul guy and we got to kill him. We got to get him out of town. We've got, like, this can't be happening. He can't be telling people about Jesus. He was just telling people that Jesus wasn't true. So, Saul's new friends, Ananias, and some other friends, come up with a plan and sneak him out with a very large basket. This is a great basket. Okay, so they put Saul in the basket and then lower the basket over the wall of the town so he can escape. While all of the guards are like, "Oh, hey, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Hey, have you seen this guy named Saul? Have you seen this guy named Saul? He's blue, about this tall.
About Yehi and Yilo.
About Yehi and Yilo. Have you seen him? Oh, we gotta find him. Okay, good job, Pirate Mickey. Well, they don't find him, and he escapes. So he goes to the next town, right? Now.
Don't need my money's worth.
So Saul starts telling people about Jesus, and he starts traveling around, and he goes to Jewish synagogues. He starts talking about Jesus. He starts telling other people why they should love Jesus, and everybody's like, isn't this the guy that was throwing all the Christians? Isn't this the guy that was throwing all the Christians in jail? Yeah, but he had an experience. God spoke to him, and now he's a changed person. And they're like, okay. So one man named Barnabas. Where's Barnabas?
Jesus Maximus!
Okay, Barnabas, the manatee. Barnabas, because the other people were scared, right? Look, they were like, we don't want to talk to Saul. He's bad. He throws people like us in jail. And Barnabas is the one who told them Saul's story. And Barnabas was like, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid.
No, be afraid.
He's changed.
He gone. He changed.
He saw God.
He saw God.
He was blind, and now he sees.
Yeah. Look, like, yeah,
Hey, Barnabas, I need you to play the part, okay? So Barnabas told them that they could trust him, right? But why could they trust him? Who's the most important person that trusts him? Yeah. So God was like, this is one of my followers now. And everybody's like, okay. So Barnabas took up for Saul. So then when Saul came, hey guys, then the other disciples, Peter, James, a bunch of other leaders in Damascus, they were like, okay. Well, it didn't take long. All of them together started telling people about Jesus. And then here comes the guard.
Someone say me.
Mickey guard. Hey, don't be telling people about Jesus. And they're like, ah, right? So then, so then the friends helped Saul escape again. And then he went back to his hometown, actually, of Tarsus, to see what God wanted to do for him next. So there were lots of people that tried to stop God's plan, right? The church, the number of followers, they just kept growing and growing and growing. Even though some, yeah, you can show, like Pirate Mickey, they didn't want people to learn about Jesus and know about Jesus, but there were lots of believers who helped Saul and continue to help Saul. Now, Ananias took a chance even though he was scared. Barnabas took a chance even though he was scared. And the other leaders, right? Now, it's really hard. You're doing a good job. It's really hard when people are really mean to you or say something mean to you and then maybe they want to be friends again. And it's kind of like, oh, I don't know, last time you were really mean, right? Like, what if you let somebody borrow your toy and they broke it?
Treat other people how you want to be treated.
Boom. And then that person comes back over to your house and like, hey, can I play with your toys again? And you're kind of like, you might be a little nervous to let them play with your toys again because of what happened last time. Saul had lots and lots of reasons for people not to trust him, but God used him. And that's how faith works. You might not can see it, but you can see God working in other people and you can see God working in your life. And that's how you can trust and know that it's true. So there were a lot of people that had to show their faith, right? And that way Saul eventually became Paul and became like one of the best people telling people about Jesus throughout the land, right?
Was he blind? Was he apple blind?
No, but you're the apple of my eye. Am I the apple of your eye?
Depends.
Snack time. Okay, that's our story. Ready? Hands together. Put your snack down. Hands together. Eyes closed. Dear God, thank you so much for sending us the story of Saul. Thank you for the reminder that anyone can change. Anyone can have a life-transforming moment in God. And when God speaks to us and he speaks through us and through the different things that we're doing and the people that we're with, it changes our life. Help us have faith that you can change our life and the lives of everyone around us. And all God's little believers said,
Amen.
Amen. Thanks, everybody. We hope you have a good Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. Have a snack from all of us here at Stuffed Animal World. We hope you have a great week. Anything you want to say?
Shout out.
Shout out to who?
Everyone who watches our channel.
Shout out to everybody. Bye, St. James.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
We don't do that part. They just watch it. Be sure and watch and love Jesus. How about that? That's good. Okay, bye, friends.